Good evening, y'all. It's Uncle Jackie, aka Tony Jack. Uh, I'll be back with y'all in a few. We're going to talk about Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and those high flying Ravens.
Talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people. I knew he's fine. Just Uncle Jackie better. Jackie was alright. Uncle Jackie was excellent. Fucking guineas. Jack's Uncle Jack. Line, everybody get the line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the block's a little man, the heart a little man, bitches a little man, faces a little man, boss you all, I'm the motherfucking general. Niggas a little man, bitches a little man, the block's a little man, the heart's a little man, it's a little man, it's a little man, fuck who you are. When I walk through, stop, silence, remain quiet, babies don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
Desi Daz was good, bro. Appreciate you, brother.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like John Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5 and top wives, know I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jackie. Yo, what's good? What's good, y'all? What's going on this evening? Of course, it's Uncle Jackie, aka Tony Jack. I want to speak about the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, as many MVPs as he won, as many MVPs as he's gonna win, he's still like a very underrated quarterback. Like the man is not just a quarterback who runs. He's actually, he throws now. What's going on, Dez? What's going on, BT? What's going on, brother? Hope y'all good. Yeah, their offense is awesome. They slowly developed them over the years. Now, of course, like I said, he's only 27. He's young, and he's already putting up numbers that rival, the names of Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Like I said, he's 27. Understand this: the man is 27 and has more games with perfect passer ratings than both of them. Yeah, he's definitely creeping into the all time stats. He's definitely going to get there too. I'm looking forward to it because they hate this man so much, and it makes no sense. Like I put up little shorts. Speaking of Lamar Jackson, because no matter what, you cannot take away the fact that the man is he's a quarterback. He's been progressing every year. Salute to salute. Like sub and share. But yeah, Lamar Jackson has been doing his damn thing this whole year for the last few years. And I think he's gonna win another MVP and still and have people even madder at him. They just don't like that. Passer rating, got it. What other? It's another. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, we got the passing game. Four. The man has four perfect games, perfect passer rating, excuse me, in 86 games. Peyton Manning has three in 265. Ben Roethlisberger has three in 267. Tom Brady has three in 333, and Kurt Warner with three in 116. That's the only thing that's coming close to that. Yeah, if he continues at this, because he's only 27. He's been in the league, what, 6 years, maybe seven? Yeah, he's definitely, he'll be there. He'll get there. I'd say top 20 now, probably by the end of the year, top 15, top 12. I don't even understand the hate for Lamar Jackson. Like, he's doing what he has to do. Five touchdown games. He's not a quarterback, but he has five five touchdown games in 84 games. Five of them. Five games in which he threw five touchdowns, and he's done that in 84 games. Tom Brady done it eight times in 333 games. Drew Brees has done it eight times in 286 games. Aaron Rodgers has five of those in 231 games. Peyton Manning has five of those in 265 games. And Big Ben Roethlisberger has five of them in 247 games. Man hasn't played 100 games yet. I'm never going to understand the hate. Of course, very, very much so. Very much so. Way bigger cornballs in the NFL. And they just on his on his tip. So, you know what I mean? I've liked Lamar Jackson since he was in Louisville, where I was sitting there like, this guy's a quarterback. He's kind of slim. He was tall, slim. He's still tall and slim. He filled out a little bit, pause. But, I'm sitting there like, I hope he's ready because it's going to get real. Man, he's ready. He's more than ready. And he's about to win another MVP. That's going to be another thing that's going to stick in people's craw. Pause. Winning them MVPs like they're nothing. Because, I mean, what are you going to do? He's going to throw for 4,000 yards, and then he's going to run for another 1,200 yards. If that's not MVP, I don't know what is. Now his that free agent pickup, that running back that they got back there, big bag Derrick Henry, that just puts the icing on the cake. Derrick Henry by far is leading the NFL in rushing yards. By far. It's not even fair. And he's making it look easy. Oh, but Mahomes is way off this year, but I seen it coming. They didn't really, I mean, they have a decent offense. They have the potential to be, the dynamic offense they've always been. But it's the defense saving them the last couple of years. I've said this before. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the defense. Exactly. I should have finished reading it. Yeah, I'm hoping so, 757. What's going on, brother? Yeah, they are they should be the team to beat. But speaking on the Chiefs real quick, if it wasn't for that defense, the Chiefs would probably be, I don't want to say the Giants, that's just too disrespectful. But the Chiefs might be the Jets. They might be something like the Jets. So the Chiefs got to get it together. Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry made it that much easier for them to be on pace to win a Super Bowl. Because even myself, I thought Derrick Henry was finished. You 29, 30, you reaching that age of the running back slows down. No, it's even more difficult to contain him because you don't know if Lamar's actually really handed him the rock. You don't know who got the ball. They can rush for 300 yards a game if they wanted to and still be successful because they slow the whole game down. Their defense would stay rested. Their defense would probably be looking like with Roquan Smith back there. They'll be looking like the Ravens of old, even though they don't look bad now. Yeah, Chris Jones is a great pass rusher. He's definitely great pass rusher. He's up there. I can actually say this about these guys. This guy, he's actually up there with Dexter Lawrence, and he's in that company, which is great. That's great company to be in, even though Dexter Lawrence is a youngin. Dexter Lawrence is Dexter Lawrence. Shout out to Dexter Lawrence. Fakwa, what's going on? How you doing? Glad you can tune in. But like I was saying, I mean, what more do people want out of Lamar Jackson? What more? I mean, I understand you want the chip. Chips aren't given out, especially it's the Trump era, so nothing's going to be given out. And he's been balling. The man is multiple MVPs, about to win again. What do you have? Two in a row? He's about to get three in a row. I don't even know if anyone has done that in the NFL. Three in a row. I don't know. As a matter of, well, if somebody knows, somebody can look it up if they can. Yeah, that's not even an understatement. That's not an understatement at all. Because Lamar Jackson, I mean, what more can people say? What more do they want? I mean, other than the damn chip, and that's on the way. He's only 27. People just keep discounting and forgetting the man is 27. He's 27. He's not 37. He's not old. He's just getting started. He's just entering his prime. So if he's just entering his prime, what is he going to be like in 2 to 3 to 4 years? 5 years even. What is he going to be? In 10 games this year, he's thrown a 69% completion percentage. Well, this year. Chris Jones, he actually has people. Well, I'm not trying to discredit what you're saying, but you got people that can rival him. Ain't really no quarterback that's rivaling Lamar Jackson right now. Even Derrick Henry, I mean, in the AFC, no, there's nobody. But at least there's a Saquon Barkley on the other side. Like Lamar Jackson there's no one contending with Lamar Jackson this year. I see another Pro Bowl, of course, another All Pro, and another MVP. And that's just being real. Because, I mean, what more do you want? 2,600 yards, 24 touchdowns in 10 games. So he's definitely going to it's very possible that he gets to 4,000 yards. Shit, 4,200 ain't a stretch. And he could possibly get to 40 thrown touchdowns. It's like, what more do you want from the dude? They just beat the Cincinnati Bengals in a game that was probably one of the best games of the year. He was 25 to 33, 75%, 76%, 75.8, 290 yards, four touchdowns. They almost threw another fiver. No picks. He only has two picks, two interceptions the whole season. And he has two 300-yard games. Most of them have been basically 250 and better. This is not the same Lamar Jackson we saw, a couple of years ago. This guy's different. He's even more dynamic now. Like now you can really count on his throwing. When he got drafted, I was sitting there like, what you want to link here? Hold on. Oh shit. All right, it's gonna be on Messenger, Brody. It's sent through Messenger at 27. At 27. At 27. I'm gonna keep saying that. At 27. He's only 27, and people just fail to realize that. I don't even think they fail to realize that they just don't like it. And I don't understand, like, what's the problem? I'm not pulling no racial cards. Like, there's no need for that. Is it like, are you really that disappointed? What's going on, BT?
What's going on, OG?
Ain't nothing, bro. Just chilling, just cool.
Yeah, I posted that comment because first of all, shout out to Lamar Jackson. Um, I'm very proud of him because he's somebody who I think a lot of people can relate to. He came into the league and people critiqued his throwing a lot, and instead of bitching and complaining about people critiquing his throwing and his ability, because he is a Heisman Trophy winner, he is one of the greatest college players of all time. You would have thought he'd be more
Mhm.
entitled, right? But instead of just like being mad and being mad people getting on him, he did what you're supposed to do, and that's look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, what can I do to get better? So God bless him on that. Um, Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator for Baltimore, has turned this dude into maybe the greatest to maybe the most talented person we've ever seen play quarterback in the NFL ever.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
Todd
not even
Monken, yeah,
disagreeing.
yeah, Todd Monken, the OC, he was the OC. See, Todd Monken. A lot of people don't know this. He's one of the founding fathers. Probably is the founding father of wide receiver U at LSU. He was the wide receiver coach for LSU during both their national championship wins in the early 2000s. So Todd Monken has been a fixture in not only pro but college football for more than 20 years. And he was also the offensive coordinator for Georgia when they won their two national championships recently. Um, he's revolutionized dual threat quarterback play. I'm gonna say it again. Todd Monken has revolutionized what it means to be a dual threat quarterback. You're not good at one. You're not good at one and okay at the other. You're dominant at both.
And it's easy to do when you got a guy like Lamar Jackson back there. And I'm not gonna lie, when I used to watch him throw in Louisville, his mechanics are a little bit, unorthodox. I'll say that because they're still unorthodox now. But if you could throw up shit, look how people shoot in the NBA compared to the way they did back in the day. These people, these forms and these things I'm seeing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like when I see it in football, it's like they didn't catch him early, and it's too late to do it now.
Right.
Kinda. I mean, it's rare where you got Lonzo Ball who came in the NBA with one of the most horrible forms, and then he fixed it. All of a sudden, he's a damn sniper. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and a lot. Yeah.
go.
Well, not to change the subject on that. A lot. You play like a lot of that has to do with core strength. When people ain't that strong, it's hard for them to shoot from a traditional angle. Like
Hmm.
when you don't have good core strength, you tend to shoot the ball lower. And the thing is, core strength is a big reason why a lot of people might. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. I'm tying it in. Core strength
Hmm.
is the reason why some people can throw 100 miles an hour and some people can't throw from here. Like the distance between my avatar to yours right now. That is core strength. It's the reason why some people are 6'6", but are like Daniel Jones. They just don't. They just can't dominate the field. And some people are like Russell Wilson or Drew Brees. They're only 6 feet tall, but the ball leaves their hands like they're 6'7". You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, and what Lamar Jackson did was Lamar's a great athlete, strong, but he had to get stronger. And if you look at Lamar
Yeah.
now, Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson is way bigger now than he was when he first came in the league. He's way
Oh yeah,
stronger.
he's at least 20, 25 pounds heavier.
Yeah,
Muscle
and
too.
right, and that's why the ball. Look, and I tell kids all the time playing baseball. I understand some kids. Look, if you want to become the best you can be athletically, you got to put on muscle. You got to put on. You got to get a stronger core because the reason why Lamar Jackson's throwing motion it looks not only so much better, but it looks like a legit elite throwing motion. He improved his core strength, and he also improved his studiousness of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at Lamar Jackson when he first came in the league, it was a 3/4 drop throw. You know what I'm saying? Like a shortstop throw, right? But
Right.
now,
Or run.
Right, right. But now if you look at Lamar Jackson, I can compare that throwing motion, and don't shoot me. They don't hit me when I say this. I compare his throwing motion to Aaron Rodgers. I really do. I see a lot of Aaron Rodgers in that throwing motion. I see quick, strong, crisp, but most importantly, I see somebody who it doesn't matter if it's 60 yards or 6 yards, he's gonna make that throw.
Excuse me. Yeah, he has no fear. He is and I'm gonna put it to the people like this. CeeLo, what's going on, brother? I'm gonna put it to y'all like this. Lamar Jackson this year, last game he only rushed 7 times. The game before that, three. The game before that, eight, 9, 11, 12, 6, 14, 5, and the first game was 16. I say that to say the man is not running anymore. He is not running anymore. He is throwing that rock. The man is definitely switching up the game. Especially, you can see from the first game, he had 16 carries for 122 yards. He didn't score. He only had 2 rushing touchdowns this year. He's definitely not getting to 1,000. He's not that Lamar Jackson that's going to sit there, tuck and run. No, he's using these guys, and he loves Zay Flowers. He loves Zay Flowers. He loves Isaiah Likely.
Is
Of course, I'm about to say Todd Heat.
is
What's dude's name? The veteran tight end?
uh Maxwell or something?
No,
Um,
that's no. Damn. What's his
my
name? I
fault.
can't think of it. Nah, you
I'm
good. You good. I wasn't even thinking I was going to talk about anybody else. I forgot his
uh,
name.
but
But
you know,
both tight ends, he loves them.
oh, Todd Monken, like I said before, this is the most sophisticated offense in the NFL. Like Baltimore has the most sophisticated offense. Like Todd Monken is running an offense we ever seen. Todd Monken has redefined what it means to be a dual threat. Because now Lamar Jackson's throwing's improved so much, his legs are now just another tool, not his primary method. They're not his primary method of scoring and getting up and down the field. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
those three,
His
like if you look at
MVP would be as a quarterback, not a dual threat. His
exactly
MVP would be as a quarterback.
right, and what's going on is that's why his PFF grade is so high. If you look at his PFF grade and his fantasy grade, that's why it be so high. Because the few times he's run, he's gonna average 8 to 10 yards a carry on average. Bro,
Easily.
what we're looking like I said, and that's why I'm saying, unfortunately, Todd Monk is gonna be a head coach soon because what he's done to
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, yeah, and wish he was gonna be my head coach, but beggars can't be choosers, you know. But what I'm
Right.
saying is like, and like I said, I'll be watching this stuff. Baltimore is doing something not even college teams can do. Like what they're doing is now this is a dual threat offense with an elite passer. That's on we bro. As much as I love Cam Newton, even he couldn't do this as good as he
No.
was. He was good. He was great, but he wasn't like
Oh
Lamar
yeah, I like
Jackson.
Cam Newton. No,
You
Lamar
know,
Jackson is better than Cam Newton.
yeah, bro. I mean, hey, I like Justin Herbert. I don't think Justin Herbert's better than Lamar Jackson.
I like
I
Justin Herbert too, and I agree with your assessment.
I don't,
He's
and
not.
you know, I thought Justin Herbert was gonna be the heir apparent to Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. I really did because he had
I
all
did
the
too.
physical. I thought, honest to God, you can ask my dad. I thought Justin Herbert was gonna be the best quarterback in the NFL. He's top five
Me
right
too,
now.
bro.
He's top
Me
five right
too.
now. He's top five,
Yeah,
top three
I
now.
love Justin Herbert.
The alpha of all football to me. If it's not Lamar Jackson, I know Pat Mahomes is the glory boy, but the alpha
Joe
of all football
Burrow.
is Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Joe
What an
Burrow is
eagle.
these like I like Josh Allen, but Joe Burrow is the
I like
scariest.
Josh Allen too.
Joe Burrow is the scariest human being to deal with in late games because the ball comes out of his hand like a missile. No, Joe Burrow reminds me of a football version of Kyrie Irving. That's not the kind of person you want late in the game and you're
Yeah,
tired.
they had it wrong.
He has a different. No, who else he reminds me of? Oh boy, Vince Carter. Just a
That's
clutch.
all.
Yeah, man. Joe Burrow has that. He has Joe Burrow deadly like that late in the game, and you need a touchdown pass. That's not the kind of person you want with the ball, bro. If you're a defense, he's your worst nightmare.
He
God is
is.
your worst
Tap
nightmare.
in the building, bro. What's going on, HWF? Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, Joe Burrow, shit, his last game, 34 for 56, 428 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Joe Burrow is for real, man. Joe
Um,
Burrow is for real.
And he is a similar story to Lamar Jackson. Just like with Lamar Jackson, Todd Monken came and made him into what you see today. Joe Brady, Joe Brady did
Burrow.
the same thing with Joe Burrow, and that's if you look at LSU before Joe Burrow got there, LSU was nowhere near that type of high octane offense. But like I say, I think I think the three best minds in all of football are the head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, Todd Monken, and Joe Brady. That's the three best offensive minds in all of football.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, because I was gonna throw your guy, your old guy, in there because of what he did with Drew Brees
Sean,
and
oh Sean's like
Sean
number
Payton.
Sean. Yeah, Sean's top five, but Sean, I can't put Sean. Well, Sean, if Sean was younger, Sean was number one. Younger Sean was number one, but older
Sean
Sean is
Payton,
probably top
serious
five,
shit.
top 10. Oh yeah,
And he did all of that with y'all because with us, I mean, he was okay, but we just didn't have the pieces for him to be who he was when he was coaching us, offensive coaching us. Us
he
meaning the
was the
Giants.
OC. Oh, he was the quarterback coach OC for the Giants back in the day when Parcells was here, huh?
No,
Or
after that,
Mike?
he was the offensive coordinator. He worked his way up. That's why y'all
Yeah,
end up picking him up because,
because
I mean, you could see what he was trying to do, but at the time, like we didn't have those. We were a running team, so it's like
mm-hmm,
you got Sean Payton, who's an aerial assault, like Bruce
mm-hmm,
Arians, like they aerial assault. So it's not gonna fucking work if you got a guy who's only gonna throw the ball 20 times, but your running backs run for 30 to 40. So
yeah,
he needs where they're gonna throw, and he stepped his game up. But I'd rather you go back to Monken because that's more with the Ravens.
Sean. But last thing on Sean Payton. Sean Payton's I love Sean Payton. He ain't for everybody though, bro. Sean Payton, he bites, bro.
He's
He
supposed to.
bite.
His football to me.
He bites,
He
bro. He
came from
bite.
the. Remember, he got that Giants background, so he got New York in his blood, even if it's just a little bit. He
Yeah,
has New
bro.
York in his blood.
Cause and also remember he was the quarterback coach for he because he was y'all's offensive coordinator for many years, and then he came to the Cowboys to be Bill Parcells and Bill Parcells last year's coaching. And Sean Payton is the person who benched what's it called for Tony Romo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, Sean Payton. My dad said the same thing. Sean Payton bites, but uh, back to back to Lamar Jackson. I'm a concede with this. I just think that right now you're looking at the sheer bet, not only MVP, but they're my Super Bowl favorite, and I think that in a year where Baltimore's defense is not what we usually see it is, and also in a year where Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs are undefeated, but we can't trust them against elite teams, I think the Ravens are a Super Bowl favorite.
And I've come to think that as well. I'm not gonna lie. I had the Texans as my favorite to start the year. I'm not gonna sit here and blow smoke up nobody's ass. Pause. I had the
Mm-hmm.
Texans. The Texans have lost half of their offense in terms of
Mm-hmm.
the wide receivers. They lost
Mm-hmm.
both of them. So yeah, it's not going to go there. And then not Texans, excuse me. The Ravens had a shaky start to the season. They had a shaky start. I think they started off like 1-2 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. They started off shaky, but then now I don't think they're beatable. I mean, they might lose again in the season, but in all realness, when it comes down to playoffs and Super Bowls, I don't think they're going to be really beatable. Like you gonna have to bring it, and I don't even know who the fuck is there to bring it.
What makes the Chiefs so dangerous is Chris Jones. And I know you probably get tired of me bringing him up, but the thing is,
All right, well,
numbers don't necessarily see. The thing is with me, I'm a trench person. I like to look at the trenches. Like when I look at the trench, and that's why another thing about Baltimore now is Lamar Jackson dominating. They run the ball better than anybody in the league. That's how you win games. You know what
yep,
I'm saying? But
yep.
Chris Jones, to me, the numbers don't like in close games. When the game is close, that's one of the best players in the NFL. Like you saw in the Super Bowl, how he shut down Jalen Hurts, and how last year he shut down Christian McCaffrey. That's what Chris Jones can do late in games, and that's why I say the Chiefs are so dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Chris Jones has been a he's been a problem for years, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, if people know football, Chris Jones has been a problem for at least the last. 5, 6 years.
Yeah,
Easy.
my pop says he's the best player in the NFL. He's the best
Now,
player.
I'm not going to disrespect your pops, but I can't agree with that wholeheartedly.
He
We're
says
talking about the best player in the NFL now.
yeah.
Unless he
Well, he
means
said
defensively.
he's he said like as far like if we did a Madden overall, he said Lamar's a 99, but Chris Jones is a 99 as well. Because the thing is, numbers don't really tell you what Chris Jones can do. Like late in the game, that's who's going to get your game-winning strip sack. That's who's going to back the ball down on fourth and long. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes Chris Jones so like Lawrence Taylor, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I definitely, and stats don't always tell the whole truth because even if he doesn't get to the ball, just his rushing alone might have hurried the quarterback. Excuse me, he might have hit the quarterback. All of that shit adds up in the game. And Chris
Right.
Jones might be, he could very well be defensive player of the year. That's not a stretch to say defensive player of the year, Chris Jones.
And I'm still high on old boy. I'm still high on TJ Watt. That's my TJ Watt's my dog. Now some people say TJ Watt's a little overrated because they say his numbers come more from their scheme. I like TJ Watt and
TJ Watt, Miles Garrett.
my Miles Garrett, bro. I want him to be a Saint, but I don't know if you want to come down here. Yeah, Miles
I mean,
Garrett is
Miles
my
Garrett gonna want to. He's gonna see. Y'all got to get y'all stuff together before y'all
yeah
start trying to get. Y'all got to get y'all offense together before y'all put y'all defense together, because the
yeah
Saints, like Sean Payton, spoiled people who like the Saints, the fans and people who like to face them, because the offense was always high powered. They always had 300-400 yards a game. Now it's like, oh, Derek Carr, what's going on, bro? And I used to like Derek Carr. I don't know what it is. Now you got the situation with him and Michael Thomas. But I digress. These damn Ravens, Super Bowl ready for sure.
Derek Carr is old, bro. Like Derek Carr is 35 years old. And Derek Carr, we received Derek Carr in the twilight of his career. It's just our front office they didn't understand that. But to your point, yes, the New Orleans Saints are going to have to get not only younger on offense, but younger in their coaching staff. They're going to have to hire a young, talented offensive mind who's not only because you can't maximize older players. They've already been maximized. A young offensive guy who's going to draft and get the right guys in free agent acquisition, and most importantly, he's going to get the quarterback that he wants. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right. Yeah, y'all could be fixed.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Well, hopefully, but yeah, bro, I'm about to dip out. I'm about to go chill out, watch. I think the Pelicans play tonight. We lost to Brooklyn yesterday, and the city been quiet all day.
all right, brother. I appreciate you coming through and staying with us for a few minutes, man. It's been a pleasure. Always a pleasure, brother. You
Be
enjoy
safe.
yourself.
God bless, man. Be safe.
You too, brother. That was my man BT, Brian Turner. Appreciate him for coming through. Big Saints fan. You know, he's out there in New Orleans. I mean Shreveport or something. He's in Louisiana. Let me say that. He's in Louisiana. Um, but yeah, Lamar Jackson is not much more to say. That game against the Bengals was a definite shootout. That was one of the better games of the year. There was really no offense. You can say that there was either, I mean, no offense. You can say that there was either no defense or that the quarterbacks were just that damn good. And you got two quarterbacks. There were no interceptions thrown that game. And you had 8 touchdowns. And then they were over, you see, what's that? 56 and 33 is 89. 89 passes thrown, not one pick. Of course, I'm sure they were bad throws, but not one pick. Derrick Henry scoring that touchdown. He's the running back that scored a touchdown. And Lamar Jackson only rushed 7 times for 33 yards. Lamar Jackson is for real. Believe you me, he's for real. Not only is he the best quarterback in the NFL, he just might be the best player in the NFL, at least this year. At least this year. Because, I mean, what more can you want from the kid? He's still, like I said, he's still a kid. 24 touchdowns, just two interceptions, and 2,600 yards, 2,670 at a 69% clip. 7 out of 10, he knocking them down. 7 out of 10. And if you want to be an asshole about 69.1, whatever, 6.9 out of 10. And once again, he's only 27. He's 27. I mean, what more do you want from Lamar Jackson? What more do you want? This year, he has one, two, three, four touchdown or better games. Like I said before, he's not running the ball as much as he used to. He's a quarterback now. He's definitely a quarterback now. Shit, his career, his season high for rushing, 16 rushes, season high, and he rushed for 122 yards, season high. After that, nothing more than 15. He got 14. That's it. 14 rushes, 87 yards. Everything else to a minimum. He's a quarterback who runs now, and he's only about to get better. Y'all hear that loud in the background? Hear that loud.
Sorry, this
Let him hear that loud. It's okay. It's an affair over here.
should have done it to me.
But yeah, Lamar Jackson, and then teaming up with Derrick Henry, they can. And when the playoffs come, I think they're going to slow the offense down. They're going to keep whoever they're playing. They're going to keep the offense off the field. Sit there, you run with Derrick Henry. You throw your little out routes. You do your You incorporate Zay Flowers in the game. You incorporate Isaiah Likely. They're gonna slow the game down. The time of possession can be 40-20 if they want it to be. But then again, they're so explosive, pause, that they're not gonna be somebody's gonna break a big play. Be it Derrick Henry, be it Zay Flowers, be it Lamar Jackson. But they have playmakers there. They definitely have playmakers. And I am mad. I still don't remember their tight end's name. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it now. There we go. Mark Andrews. Sheesh. Somebody should have told me. Mark Andrews. He's still an animal. And that's always been, and he's still a young guy. He's only 29. He's only 29. And it's like he and Lamar Jackson grew up together, and they're gonna do some great things in this NFL as long as they stay together. As long as you keep them together. Then you throw in Isaiah Likely. Who would have known they went back to they can do dual tight ends all day. All day. The Ravens are going to be a very tough team to beat. I don't think they're going to get beat. I'm going to tell you that now. I really don't. I'm trying to think on the NFC side who can do it. But what needs to happen for me, I guess it's a superstition. They have to have before these playoffs start. They have to have a horrible, horrible game. They have to have a horrible game. Like, and I don't mean before, like next week. I mean, like 2 weeks before the playoffs start, a week, the last game of the season, just have a horrid game. Excuse me, not on purpose, but because I guess that shakes out the last of the bum juice. Because this is the high octane team, and I don't see anybody like sub and share. But please tell me who's going to beat the Ravens? Who? Pittsburgh is looking really good. Shout out to Hef. Shout out to Mike Tomlin, and shout out to Pittsburgh. They're looking really good. Russell Wilson has revived the team. They went from 3-3-3-3-3-3-3, as in points, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. Now they're scoring touchdowns. They're moving the rock. George Pickens is probably happy. He's probably going to stay now. But I still don't think they can beat the Ravens. Maybe in a playoff situation, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't see. No, I don't know. I can't sit here and I can't say that with complete faith. Now, everybody on any given Sunday can beat anyone on any given Sunday. But you know what? I'm seeing the Ravens are what the Eagles thought they were going to be. The Ravens are what the Eagles thought they were going to be. And it's not really, I mean, For the Eagles, it's not panning out. For the Ravens, it's going great. They got the strongest running game. They have the strongest passing. I don't even care. They do. They do. Lamar Jackson is what 24-2, 26-2 touchdown interception ratio. It's not fair. He's playing on all Madden. Everybody's playing on all pro. 25 for 33, 290, four touchdowns. No matter who you are, that's a great game. But why the hate? Why is there so much hate? I wish somebody would come up and tell me, why do you hate Lamar Jackson? Why? Because he doesn't win Super Bowls? 27, you got to learn. He's had pieces, but now he has Derek. He has like a sure running game behind him now. Not taking anything away from players past, but this is Derrick Henry. This is a guy who can take over a game by himself. That he does. Appreciate you, Brose. Word. And when you have a running game, you got your receivers, you got your Mark Andrews, you got your Zay Flowers, you still got Nelson Aguilar. I mean, he don't pop out that much, but I mean, on any shit, he had a touchdown. He only had one catch for 6 yards, but that catch was a touchdown. So I mean, he has weapons. They built the team around him. They were patient. They were patient. Like, okay, you need help here, we'll get you this. You need help here, we'll get you that. Blase, blase, blah. And he doesn't get sacked. He doesn't get sacked, not much. His line is premium. He has a premium offensive line. Everything is starting to become premium. Zay Flowers, premium receiver. And he's still young. He's a baby. Derrick Henry, a leader of the team, a veteran, still an animal. Premium running back. He has a premium defense. There is no reason why the Ravens shouldn't win the Super Bowl this year. Will that shut y'all up? Will that silence the crowd, the haters? Because then there's going to be something. Oh, it was his defense. He might have a horrible game in the Super Bowl. Oh, it was Derrick Henry. It don't matter. They won. If they win, they won. Folks just hate for no reason, and everything that they hate. No, oh, he's not good in the playoffs. Okay, okay, okay. He's still. I guess he's still learning, but he knows now. And I honestly don't see anyone beating them in the playoffs. I don't see. I don't know. I mean, as far as quarterbacks go, yeah, but how the defense is going to hold up. Josh Allen is great. He was my pick for MVP at the start of the season. I had to change that to Lamar Jackson. Best running back of the year, I would have never picked Derrick Henry. I wouldn't have thought to. But he not only is he running back of the year, he should probably walk away with offensive player of the year if Lamar Jackson don't sweep with MVP, offensive player, and quarterback of the year. And Lamar Jackson is on that pace. He's on that type of time. He's definitely on that type of time. I mean, still, if I have to wait for somebody to tell me who's having a better season quarterback wise than Lamar Jackson, I'm gonna be waiting forever. But I'm gonna give till this beer and this what I got left, a shot? No, I don't. Shot already gone. So basically till the beer is gone. Maybe the L. Maybe. Like, sub, and share. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. Definitely like, sub, and share. You speaking on Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens, Derrick Henry. I'm gonna go more on speak more toward Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, I don't know if it was injury, maybe it was. I can't say it wasn't. But his last year in Tennessee, he left a lot to be desired. But this year the man is on a rampage. The man is on a rampage. He leads the NFL in rushing yards. The man leads the NFL, I think, rushing touchdowns too, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Derrick Henry is back to being Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, since having Tanya, what's going on? How you feeling? Yeah, I don't understand, Ms. Lady, Ms. Bowman. I don't understand how there's so much hate on Lamar Jackson. I'm a Giants fan. I'm a Giants fan. I mean, I don't. If you're good, you're good, and Lamar Jackson is great. Lamar Jackson is great, and I mean, to be all time great, he wins the Super Bowl, and if he wins one, and they keep this team intact for the most part, he wins another, and that's a given. That's a given. I think people are scared of him to win a Super Bowl. I don't understand why. I don't. I don't want to throw. I don't like to throw the race card into sports. I don't like to do that, and I'm not going to do that. But why? That's why I want someone to tell me what's wrong with Lamar Jackson. If the only thing is the playoffs, then that's not even valid because the Ravens make they're a shoe in for the playoffs every year since he's been there. Everybody doesn't win, and then if you want to throw in conspiracy theories, which I'm not even going to do that though. But you can sit here and say that a certain team gets uh they manage to squeak by all the time. But I don't even care about that. This is about Lamar Jackson and his due respect. And he should be respected among the elite quarterbacks of the league because simply put, he's number one. He's number one. There is no quarterback better than Lamar Jackson right now. And at first I had to sit there like I watched you in Louisville. You threw the ball though. He threw the ball. And when he came out, he of course he was running more. He broke Michael Vick's record for rushing quarterback. And now I think he sat down like, all right, I already done top Vic. There's not much to do there as far as rushing quarterback. I mean, if he wants to add more, he adds more. But as he's seen, that's not what's going to get them the victory. So he's evolving as a player, as a quarterback. He's evolving. He's evolving. I just read the numbers of his rushes. The man doesn't run anymore. He doesn't run. He runs when he has to. He doesn't run, step back three and then just take off if you don't see what you like. No, he's sitting there moving left to right, even backwards. I'm even watching the quote unquote professional casters or the guys who speak, the analysts. I'm listening to them giving Lamar Jackson praise after years of doubting him, and it's a beautiful tune. It's a beautiful tune to hear people sing his praises. Lamar Jackson he's the man. The Ravens haven't lost a beat after Flacco left. They haven't lost a beat with Lamar Jackson at all, and they're always at least what 50-1, 75-1 to win the Super Bowl. It's not bad odds. And now I believe it's probably even better now. The odds are even better now. Like Lamar Jackson's going to win the fucking barring injury. I hate the fact you got to say shit like that. Excuse me. Barring injury, Lamar Jackson sweeps. Barring injury, Lamar Jackson sweeps. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, like, sub, and share. 10 games. There's 7 games left. He's going to throw for 4,000 yards. Hopefully, he throws another 16 touchdowns and give him 40. Hopefully, he only throws another 2 interceptions. Hopefully. Hopefully, he stays under 10. That's all. That's all. What more can you ask for? He's going to win quarterback of the year. He's going to win MVP. And if it's not Derrick Henry, he's going to win offensive player of the year too. Derrick Henry's making it look easy. That's why I choose him to be offensive player of the year. Every time you got the ball, pause, big things happen. So I'm not. I support Lamar. I've been supporting Lamar Jackson even when he was in Louisville as a freshman, and I'm sitting there like, damn, he's skinny. Like I said before, that's all you can think when you first see him. Damn, he's skinny. To the point when he won the Heisman, it's like the skinny guy is actually pretty damn good. Then he gets drafted and first by the Ravens, and then he starts winning MVPs. It's like this guy is great. Of course, he was skinny when he got drafted too. It's like this skinny guy, the thin man made it. The thin man of football, because Tayshaun Prince is the thin man original, but the thin man made it. So it's like a beautiful thing to watch a guy as a young kid going to Louisville. They speaking on him in high school if he gonna change his position, this, that, and the third. The stigmas with black quarterbacks, which I'm not bringing race into this. I just refuse to, but it just so happens that's what they do to most of them. He stuck it out. I'm not changing anything. I'm a quarterback, and he's proven he's a quarterback. Like Sub and Share, you live with Tony Jack, aka Uncle Jackie. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Hit that like, share, and sub button. It's free. It costs you nothing. We speaking on Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, the only team in the North that's really contended with them is like back in the day is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shout out to Mike Tomlin. Shout out to Hef. He's a big Steeler fan. I gotta salute Mike Tomlin because when they made the quarterback change, it actually made the team. It did make the team better. And I love Justin Fields, Ohio State all day, every day. But throwing Russell Wilson back there, I mean, I've never had an issue with Russell Wilson's talent. He's always been talented. I just think he was pampered and coddled a little bit, a lot of it, for most of his career, at least the Seattle part. He was pampered and coddled a lot. And when it came to Denver, he still played well last season. He had a great season. I don't, it just, he's not being pampered and coddled anymore. And I guess after last season, he's learned, like, all right, listen, I'm over 30. I'm over 32. I'm over 34. I got to be a man about this. Yeah. To answer you, Fakwa, yeah. Lamar. If you're speaking on Lamar Jackson, yeah, he is very dedicated. He's got better at his craft every single year. Every year, he's got better at his craft. So yeah, he's definitely dedicated, and I do think they can make it to the Super Bowl. I think they will. I think they will, barring having that bad game in the playoffs. Because if you have that bad game in the playoffs, then you're gonna need luck. But if they have that bad game, like I said, I mean, I'm superstitious that way. I think when you ride high, pause. You see what happened to New England when they met the Giants? They were riding high, 18-0, and they didn't really have a bad game that year. They didn't really have one. You got to have a bad game, and you don't want your bad game to occur during the most important time of year. That's why I'm really seriously sitting there. Like, even if they win it, you need a game where Lamar Jackson maybe turns the ball over once or twice. If it's not Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry has a turnover, something to where they have a bad game, multiple turnovers. I don't know. That's just my superstition. You go in on a 10-game winning streak. You don't win. You don't want it to be stopped in the playoffs. You get what I mean? You want your winning streak to be stopped in the regular season so that you can start another one going into the playoffs. Because I don't think there's anybody in the AFC that could beat the Chiefs. I mean, excuse me, nobody in the AFC that can beat the Ravens. The Chiefs, if you want to throw the Chiefs in there, yeah, the Chiefs have a great defense. But what are you going to do when you have a dual threat quarterback? Because now the Lamar Jackson that runs can come out. And then you have Derrick Henry. Appreciate you, Pakwa. Now you got Derrick Henry and you got Lamar Jack. Now you got they can just like I said, they can make it to where they have the ball for 40 to 42 minutes and you have the ball 18 to 20. And that's a fact. When you have a good running game, you slow the whole game down. You slow the game down. And the Ravens have the best running fucking game in the NFL. Yes, they're the type of guys who can sit there and get a 10-point lead in the first quarter, second quarter, and then just make sure you don't get within seven. The more to within six. Let me say that. You can get the field goal back, but you will not get the goddamn touchdown. The Ravens are too strong. So if the Ravens sat there, they start doing end rounds, they start playing with their speed because they're very fast on offense. Very fast. And Derrick Henry, as big as he is, he's still fast as hell. Because I wouldn't believe it myself, but he outruns guys. Like, sub, and share. Appreciate y'all for tuning in or for passing through. Either way, like, sub, share. It's Tony Jack, aka Uncle Jackie. He's speaking on the Ravens, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. And I'm gonna keep saying it again. Somebody please tell me, name a team in the AFC. Name a team in the NFC. Because normally, I mean, at the beginning of the season, I might have said Philadelphia for the NFC, and I might have said the Texans for the AFC. CJ Stroud has actually lost his wide receiving core. He came in with one of the better receiving cores, and they were still kind of young. First, Nico Collins goes down, then Stephon Diggs goes down. He might be done for the season. So that takes the Texans away because that was like Tank Dell was going to become the X factor. Then they got the running back Joe Mixon, like he's another good guy, probably underrated. That was a beautiful pickup for them, but nah. Now that we're in week 10, heading to week 11, excuse me, the best team in the NFL is the Ravens by far. The worst team in the NFL is the Giants. Not by far, but yeah, they're the worst team. I wouldn't have thought that for the Giants. So I was wrong on that. But I mean, I'm still waiting. Somebody please. We heading on an hour now. And I'm probably gonna clip this after the hour. But somebody please tell Tony Jack, aka Uncle Jackie, tell me who. Because the only team I can think of is Pittsburgh. And yeah, that's a division rivalry. And yeah, but I don't think Pittsburgh, I think they can do the most damage because Russell Wilson is similar to Lamar Jackson. He's similar. But of course, like I said, Russell Wilson's 35. He still moves great. He's still in shape. He's still great. But Lamar Jackson is 27. Lamar Jackson is heading into his prime if he's not already in it. 49ers, when Christian, I appreciate you, Daz, because in my brain, I was sitting there like the 49ers sucker, but, but, but Christian McCaffrey still isn't back yet. He is, I believe he is coming back soon within a week or two. He's going to be that X factor, Christian McCaffrey. But now, Debo Samuel, they got him with the issues with the injured kicker who just came back from injury. Excuse me. He just came back from injury. He missed 3 field goals. And you see, they show footage of Debo Samuel getting up in the long snapper's face, this, that, and the third. So, I mean, of course, they can fix that internally. And I do believe as a player, he should have did that internally. Get in his face where there's no cameras. There's going to be a camera on you, bro. There's going to be a camera on you. And I still don't. The 49ers have a great defense. I don't think they can do it. But if there was a team in the NFC that could do it, if they were complete, it would be the 49ers. If they were complete. They're not complete. They're definitely not complete. But yeah, I love the 49ers. I'm not even going to sit here and act like I don't. And I love Brock Purdy because, for years now, you can say for a couple of years now, nobody else did. I love an underdog. That's why I'm loving Lamar Jackson because no matter how great he is, he's still going to be looked at, hey, his success is based on championships, no matter what sport. But sometimes you got to put that to the side because if you're a real football guy, you know who Dan Marino was. We still love Dan Marino, just like we love Charles Barkley and Carl Malone and John Stockton. We still love them. They didn't win shit, but we acknowledge that they were great as fuck. And that's my point. Like I'm sick of that. Like Lamar Jackson being looked over as if he's not one of the fucking better quarterbacks in the NFL for the last few years. Lamar can't end his career as the GOAT. I can't say, I'm not going to sit here and say that right now. I can't sit here and say that right now because there's no way in hell better than Tom Brady. He's not better than Drew Brees. He's not better than Drew Brees. He's not better than Peyton Manning. Definitely not. And, of course, he's not better than Tom Brady. I still think Peyton Manning is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. Just Tom Brady found more success. And I'm not mad at Tom Brady because I love Tom Brady. But when it's all said and done, Dez, when it's all said and done, he's going to be mentioned with them. And if he can win at least 3 to 4 Super Bowls, he'll have an argument for it. As long as he keeps his stats the way they are, he keeps everything the way it is. He keeps outperforming everybody. He keeps how you say elevate his game. He keeps shutting people the fuck up. Then he'll definitely. You wouldn't have a choice. You wouldn't have a choice. You might have to stop speaking on Dan Marino because that's what it's going to take for Lamar Jackson to get respect. And I kind of respect that, but you can still sit here and say the man is awesome because he is awesome. I appreciate you, Daz and CeeLo. The man is awesome. The man has 2 interceptions, two, and the simple part of just adding Derrick Henry and Derrick Henry still being some form of the Derrick Henry he was in Tennessee. That's the beautiful part because he's just running through defenses. There's just no problem. His last game, he had 16 rushes only, still had 68 yards. Yeah, that's not but he still had a touchdown too. And then Lamar Jackson added 4 more to give him 35-34 over the Bengals, who are great in their own right too. They got one of the shit. They got one of the top quarterbacks in the game, and Lamar Jackson is either right with him or ahead of him. And I said that Lamar Jackson is right with Joe Burrow or ahead of him. He's not behind him. Pause. Nowhere near. Nowhere is he behind Joe Burrow. And he needs that respect. Joe Burrow ain't win shit yet neither. Yeah, he's been to a Super Bowl. Great. And I like Joe Burrow. It's not a knock on Joe Burrow. I'm just saying. They're in the same echelon. A. Either they're both A or they're both B. Because there's no way Lamar is a B quarterback. No. 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 So put some respect on that man's name. Put some respect on that purple and black. Because Lamar Jackson and them, they ready this year. They're ready this year. And I really do think, yeah, I switched. I probably won't switch anymore. Barring injury, the Ravens should be not a shoe in, depending on when they have that bad game. But the Ravens are going to be a threat. They're a threat now. They've been a threat for the last few seasons. But now Lamar Jackson is not that Lamar Jackson you saw at 26. He's not 25-year-old Lamar Jackson. He's 27. He's thrown way more than he's ran. And if you ask me, I mean, 16 rushes being the most you did the game, you're not exactly a running quarterback no more. And you have too many games with single digit rushes. Last game, you only rushed what, 4 times for 33 yards? Well, between 4 and 7, I can't remember. I'm not even going to go look, but it wasn't much, and he deserves to be respected. Lamar Jackson is in the upper echelon. He's probably in the echelon by himself. He's probably by himself because no one has yet, like Southern Share, no one has yet to tell me what quarterback is better than Lamar Jackson. And Josh Allen started off great. He started off great. He's still doing well this season, even without Stephen Diggs. But Lamar Jackson is ahead of the class. He's ahead of everyone. He's ahead of the curve. He's setting the curve. And whether you like it or not, barring injury, Lamar Jackson wins NFL MVP, AFC Player of the Year if it's not Derrick Henry, and he definitely wins Quarterback of the Year because who? He's actually now this year he's more efficient than C.J. Stroud, and that's my guy. I love C.J. Stroud. I love him. Pause. Ohio State alum, just like I love Justin Fields. But the proof is in the pudding. We were hoping, well, not we. I was hoping Justin Fields, and I think he got a raw deal in Chicago. I was hoping Justin Fields would end up being a kind of Lamar Jackson type. They do the same things, but that should even be more credit to Lamar Jackson. He evolved, and he's continuing to evolve. They put sevens on the board. They don't put threes on the board. No disrespect to my boy Justin Fields, but Justin Fields, they were putting threes on the board. Yes, this is his first year in Pittsburgh. It is his first year, but threes aren't going to get it, and that's exactly why he got supplanted by Russell Wilson. But once again, Buffalo has a chance, maybe, and Pittsburgh in the AFC. Otherwise, there's no one else. Like, sub, and share. Appreciate you for tuning in. Tony Jack, aka Uncle Jackie, at Harlem's H&IC. But yeah, there's who Lamar Jackson is he's the quintessential quarterback now. People are gonna end up basing their quarterbacks. They're gonna have their quarterbacks looking like Lamar Jackson replicas or try to train them to being Lamar Jackson. The pocket pass is gonna be no more. It kind of is no more now because everybody runs. Even Joe Burrow has some foot speed. And Joe Burrow's Ohio State product still. Shout out to Joe Burrow, shout out to Ohio State. But the prototypical quarterback is going to become Lamar Jackson, a guy who at least runs 4.5, 4.4. Lamar Jackson is faster than that, but a guy that can run 4.4, 4.5, and who can actually throw the ball for 4,000 yards. And I want to guarantee Lamar Jackson throws for 4,000 yards this year and rushes for less than 800. Unless he has one of those games where he gets a rush for 70, 80 yards. Because right now it seems like he's only on pace for like 600, if that. So, like something share. Appreciate everybody who came through. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. Shout out to the chat. CeeLo, Dez, of course. Fakwa, Tanya Bowman, HWF. Appreciate y'all. Brian Turner, my guest. Appreciate you for passing through 757 SH Podcast. Follow him. But I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all, man. Remember what I said. Lamar Jackson, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, if it's not Derrick Henry. And he's going to take the Quarterback of the Year. Derrick Henry, Offensive Player of the Year, Running Back of the Year. And ain't fuck around. He might get a few votes for Comeback Player of the Year because, like I said, he wasn't himself. You have a great evening too, Farquhar. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who came through. Like, sub, and share. Like that gas. Watch the show again. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We out.
You see, talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people. I knew he's fun. Just Uncle Jackie better. Jackie was alright. Uncle Jackie was excellent. Fucking guineas. Jackie. Uncle Jack. Line, everybody get the line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Niggas a little mad, bitches a little mad, the block's a little mad, the heart a little mad, bitches a little mad, faces a little mad, fuck you all, I'm a motherfucking general. Niggas a little mad, bitches a little mad, the block's a little mad, the heart's a little mad, it's a little mad, it's a little mad, fuck who you are. When I walk through, the room stops, silence, remain quiet, babies don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with it, guys.
Practice, practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like John Moran. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5, the top wives know I'm the fade. And though I'm out the loop, I be mute. Playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jackie. Y'all have a good night.